Hello everyone, welcome to Productivity Central. Today I will be showing you how you can build this beautiful parking management app for a company. Using this app, companies can track and manage the parking in their lot in a very effective manner. Let's say when the car comes into their parking lot, they just click on in, they enter the information over here. In the current status, they click on in, and under the owner they enter the owner's information, and under the parking number they can generate new barcode for every car that comes in over here. So if you type anything, and it can be an alphanumeric, it will automatically generate a barcode. So this is a great feature to have. And over here you can enter the amount. Let's say it's $100 for all day parking, and you can enter the vehicle in time. And after you have entered the vehicle in time, then you can enter the vehicle number. Let's say this is the number. You can save this record, and before saving this record you can even print the receipt, and there you have it. You have the receipt of the record, and you can print it and you can give it to your customer, and you can even save the record over here. And when you click on the out button, you can search for the customer using their first name or using the status. So let's say you want to see all the vehicles which are in. It will give you all the vehicles database, entire one. You can even search it using their first name. Let's say we want to search for this name over here. We can just enter first name and it will pull up all the details. So this is a great search feature which is built in. And from over here you can even add a record if you want to. This is regarding the in and out. And regarding the dashboard, over here when you click on it, and you have a very simple but effective dashboard where you can see how many vehicles are parked in. Right now there are 2 vehicles which are parked in, and there is 1 vehicle which has left the parking lot. And in this dashboard you can see how much income you are making per day. So on 14th they had made $200, and on 20th they had made $100. So you get the idea. It's a very simple app where you can get the dashboards information. You can enter the car parking information. I take feedback from my subscribers regularly, and this was the topic which was voted the most, and that's why I'm building this app for my subscribers. So if you want me to build an app for you guys, please do hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notifications icon for instant notifications. If you have any questions, please do mention in the comment section, or if you have any suggestions for future videos that you would like to see, please do mention in the comment section. Alright, without wasting any time, let's get started. First thing that we are going to do is we're going to create our database in the Excel sheet. So I have created these columns, and what I have done is I have created a table from it. So I have highlighted this entire area, and I have gone to insert, and under table I have clicked on table, and it will create a table for us. So after we have created a table, what we are going to do is we are going to save this Excel file in OneDrive. After saving the Excel file on the OneDrive, what we're going to do is we're going to head over to powerapps.microsoft.com, and we will sign in. Once we are signed in, you will see a screen which would look something like this. And from over here we will click on start from data, and we will click on Excel Online. So I will select the OneDrive, and under the folder I will select the Excel sheet, and I will select the table 1. This is the table that I have created, and I will click on connect. Alright, so PowerApps has created this basic app for us, and over here if you look on the left hand side under the tree view, we have 3 screens: the browse screen, the details screen, and the edit screen. So under the browse screen you see all this, the entire database from our Excel sheet, and under the details screen you see all the entries. You can edit them, you can delete them, and under the edit screen over here you can edit all the entries, and you can also create a new entry as well. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to add 2 new screens. The first screen would be for the home screen, and the second screen would be for the dashboard. So over here on the top left hand side, I'm going to click on new screen, and I will click on blank screen, and I will bring one more screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename the screen number 1. I'm going to rename it as home, and the screen number 2, I'm gonna rename it as dashboard. All right, and I'm gonna rename these 3 screens as screen 1, 2, and 3. Once we have renamed all the screens, what we will do is we will arrange them. So I will bring this home screen on the top. So I will click on these 3 dots besides the home screen, and I will click on move up, and I will place it right on the top, and that's perfect. So now we have all our 5 screens. So under the home screen, so let's start creating our home screen. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to bring in a picture over here, and I use Canva for that. Canva is a great application which provides so many features free of cost for users. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on create a design, and over here I'm just going to type phone wallpaper. And over here on the left hand side, we have so many wallpapers which are free of cost available by Canva. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for a background. So I'm going to go to photos, and in the search box, I'm going to type in parking app. And there are so many pictures which are free of cost that you can use to build applications. So try it out. I will put the link in the video description. So I'm going to use this picture and I'm going to resize it over here. All right. Perfect. So my background is ready. All I will do is click on download, and I'll just click on download. Now I will head back to PowerApps. In the PowerApps on the left hand side, over here you have the media section. Just click on upload, and I will upload the image that I just downloaded, and I'm going to click on it. Perfect. So now I will arrange this image so that I can use this as the background for my PowerApp. All right, now the background is ready. So now let's bring in all the other elements. I will bring in 3 buttons. So I will head over on the top left hand side, and I will click on button, and I will bring it over here. And now I'm going to customize this button. So let's change the color of the button over here on the right hand side. Let's change it to white. And after we have done that, let's change the color of the text to green. All right. So now we have changed the text of the button. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the theme of the entire Power App. So I'm going to go to home, and I'm going to click on theme, and I will select this green theme over here. Once we have done that, let's click on the button, and over here let's change the border from 2 to 5, and let's change the color of the border to green. Perfect. And now let's change the border radius of this button from 0. Let's change it to 40. Perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this button. We're gonna right click on it. We're gonna click on copy, and we will paste it 2 times. So this is 1 button. So I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to paste 1 more time. So I have 3 buttons. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just arrange them. So I'm going to bring it over here. All right, perfect. After resizing all my buttons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the button, and I'm going to change the text over here on the right hand side. I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to type in. And in the same way, I'm going to change the text for the remaining 2 buttons. So I'm going to type out for this one, and for the third one, I'm going to type dashboard. All right, perfect. So now we have all the 3 buttons in place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a logo, and then we're going to bring in a text. So to bring in a logo, again, we will head back to the media section, and we will click on upload and upload the logo. All right, once the logo is in, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to resize the logo, and I'm going to bring it over here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a label. So on the top left hand side, click on insert and click on label, and let's bring this label over here, and I'm going to resize this accordingly to the logo. And let's name this on the right hand side under text, just name it parking management. And under the font size, I'm gonna select 40, and I'm going to change the font weight to bold, and I'm going to align it in the middle, and I'm going to change the color of this text from black. We're going to change this to green. Perfect. So now let's align it accordingly. Alright, once we have built the home screen, now let's work on the next screen. I will select screen number 3, and over here when you maximize this arrow and click on edit form, on the right hand side you have the fields. Now you can customize these fields, you can remove the ones that you don't like. So let's say you don't want slots, you can remove. Just click on these 3 buttons and click on remove. And over here what we're going to do is, under the parking number, we will select this box and we will bring in a button from the top. So under insert, click on button and click on unlock and add, and I'm gonna resize this accordingly. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the text of this button over here, and I'm gonna rename it as your barcode. Alright, after adding this button, what we're gonna do is we're gonna select this box over here under the parking number, and we will go to media on the top and we will click on image. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just align it accordingly. And once I have aligned it, I will select this box of the image, and over here on the top we will remove the sample image. So now what we're going to do is we are basically generating a barcode. In order to generate a barcode, what we are using is we are using this specific website. It's called barcodesinc.com. It's a free online barcode generator. So you can utilize this website to generate free barcodes for you. And we will use this value. So what we are doing is whatever the value we are typing in this parking number, it's going to automatically generate a barcode for us, and this is basically the width, the height, and the font number. Okay, perfect. So once we have done that, let's test it. So let's preview the app and let's type a parking number, and so this is an alphanumeric, so it has generated a beautiful barcode for us, and perfect. So now in the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to add a printing option over here so that we can print the receipt for the customers right away. In order to do that, let's head over to icons and let's find something for the printer. Alright, so we have the printer icon, so let's select that and let's bring it over here. And I'm going to change the color to white. After changing the color, so now what we're going to do is we're going to change the on select value of this specific button. So we will remove false and we will set the print function for this. Alright, so now let's test it quickly. So let's preview the app, and once we have entered all the information, let's say when we click on this, it will provide us the receipt information. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we will hide this top box so that in the print functions this is not visible. So let's head back, click cancel. Once we have selected this entire box, which is the rectangular quick action bar, so we will head over to the visible property of this, and right now it's set to true. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this to not parent.printing so that it's not visible while we are printing it. So now let's test it quickly. Let's preview the app. Let's click on this print button. Alright, perfect. So now we don't have that entire bar over here on the top. Let's also hide this print button. So let's click on cancel. And let's close this. Let's select the print icon and let's select the visible property for this. And over here from true, let's select not parent.printing. Perfect. So now let's test it. Okay, once you have entered the information, when we click on this print button, okay, perfect. So now we have our beautiful receipt, and now you can print it out to your customers, and it's so simple and so easy to use. Now let's cancel. Now let's work on our remaining screens. So this screen is set. Alright, so now let's start working on our dashboard screen. So let's create this box over here, the rectangular box. So what we're going to do is we're going to just copy it from our another screen. So let's head to screen 1 and let's select this rectangular quick action bar. Let's right click and click on copy. Let's head back to dashboard. Now right click on it, click on paste. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to bring in some text over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just go to screen 1 and just copy this. This is basically a label. You can even create one from directly on the top. So just go to dashboard and over here right click and click on paste. And what we're going to do is we're going to just align it over here, and under the table 1 we will rename it this, and we will rename it as dashboard. Okay, perfect. So now let's bring in 2 dashboards. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to go to charts on the top and I'm going to click on Power BI tile. I'm going to align it accordingly over here and I'm going to bring in 2 charts. So first let's create the first one. So over here you will have to select the workspace. I have selected my workspace and I have selected my dashboard, which is test 2, and I'm going to select on quantity. So this is a dashboard that I have created in Power BI. If you guys are interested in learning about how to create a dashboard in Power BI, I have put the link in the description below. Please do check it out. Okay, perfect. So now after creating this dashboard, I'm going to bring in another Power BI tile and I'm going to align it over here, and I'm going to perform the same process for this, and I'm going to select a workspace, I'm going to select a dashboard, and I'm going to select a tile. So perfect, our dashboard is ready. Now we can just align it accordingly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a back button over here. So let's click on icons and let's find a back button over here. So let's select the left and I'm going to change the color of this button from green to white, and I'm going to resize this a bit. Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set the navigation for this entire application. In the dashboard, what we're going to do is from home, when we click on dashboard, so let's set the navigation from the first home screen. So when anyone clicks on in, what we want them to do is we're going to navigate them to creating a new entry for their customers. So which is the screen number 3. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the in button, and over here under on select, I'm going to remove this false and I'm going to type in navigate, and I'm going to type in navigate, and the screen I'm going to select screen number 3, comma none. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Just click on Control A and then Control C to copy this over here, and I'm going to select out. So over here under on select, we're going to set the navigation. So let's remove false, and over here we're going to navigate this to the entire database, which is screen number 1. Perfect. So this is set to navigate to screen number 1, and this is set to navigate to screen number 3. And now let's set the navigation for the dashboard. So let's remove false and let's type in this specific command, and now we will select navigate to dashboard screen. Okay, perfect. So now let's test it out. Now let's play this app. When we click on in, it will take us to the new screen where we can type in the parking number, and it will automatically generate a barcode for us. We can save the entry, we can print the receipt, and where we can print the receipt for our customers directly from here, and we can also save the entry from over here. Now when I click on back, it will take us back to the home screen. Now when we click on the out, it will take us to the entire database, and we can search for the customers. And let's say this customer, right now their car is parked in. We will just click on this, edit this item, and we will change this status from in. We're going to change this to out, and we will save it. All right, perfect. So now it's saved over here in our database. And now what we're going to do is we're going to just add a back button over here so that we can head back. So now let's resize this box. And what we're going to do is we're going to just copy this back button from here. So just click on it and press Ctrl+C on your keyboard so that it's copied. And now let's head to screen number 1. And let's select this entire rectangular box and just press Ctrl+V so that it's pasted over here. Now we're going to set the navigation. So under the onSelect property, just type navigate. And we're gonna navigate this back to home. None. Perfect. All right, so this is set. Now let's set the navigation for this back button. When we click on this, we want the user to be heading to the home screen. So just type navigate, home, none. All right, perfect. All right, so our application is ready. You have seen how easy it is to build a mobile app using PowerApps platform. PowerApps is an amazing no-code, low-code platform where you can build applications without no coding experience. If you found value in this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notifications icon for instant notifications whenever I post videos, as I post these kind of helpful videos every week. All right, thank you for watching. Have a great day, guys.